Good evening. Let me do the usual. Oh, I was about to say that till I got a message from probably work, but never mind. They're just letting me know that a file is okay. Yeah, but welcome back to Silent Hill. I get the feeling that this might be perhaps the last one we do for this run. Silent Hill games traditionally have had multiple endings, right? I think even the first game had a bad ending and two good endings, I'd like to say. And it's been the same for most of them, I believe. But yeah, let me do a quick check and make sure everything's working just fine. Yeah, there you go. And we can finally begin. I played a bit off stream, and we made it quite far. After the Dark World at Shu's place, we went back to the Shimizu household, and I think I've actually pretty much just finished everything that has to do with the Shimizu household right now. So I know you're there, Mufasa. I can see the comments in YouTube. It's just not appearing on chat right now. Just give it a second and I will connect back to it successfully. Because you always remind me that it doesn't connect initially. But yeah, we are at the Shimizu household. Yeah, and I've completed the puzzle actually. I've spent the morning running around this place and completing it. It's been a very interesting experience, that much I can tell you. I'm gonna change this one to the bear one because the bear one works on low durability, and I know there's an enemy where we intend to go. Though we might just run past it, right? No reason to fight each and every enemy if we can avoid it. And I do believe it's the one that just spits stuff out, so it can't follow you very fast. Oh, never mind. We have one of these too. The best thing to do for these is just dodge. Wait till they get tired. It gives you like a huge opening. Or bait that attack, that works too. I guess you are past this place. You probably met Shu already and is in the Dark World after that, right? Is this thing actually gonna follow me and disrupt the puzzle? Because that would be kind of annoying. It doesn't seem to be. And here I thought that was the end of the Shimizu household exploration. Oh, okay. This is that hallway that you're giving me items before a boss fight. Okay. I get it. Let's make sure we pick up everything on the way. At this point, I think this might actually be the final Omamori draw, because this is 1,000, but the upgrades are actually going up to like 1,400, so I wonder. I haven't been concentrating as much as health and stamina, but I have been increasing sanity considerably. Ah, so you've actually done it up to 1,000, okay. Good to know. And we got a toolkit. Right, let's, even though the save is just like right next to us, let's just save again. Oh, of course, red capsules. Now that we're alive, I have 49 of these. That's how little I've been using them. Higashi. It's all scribbled over. A bat. Do I want to replace that with... I feel like the steel pipe is a lot better because it has like a high durability. I don't think the baseball bat has that much of durability. I don't remember checking it. I feel like I should be making mental notes when I'm playing this game, right? Not mental notes, actual notes. Between this game and Digimon's Time Stranger, I really feel like I should be writing down everything in some way or another. Because in Digimon Time Stranger, you're sort of trying to figure out how the Digivolutions are going to go, right? And here, I need to remember the durability of stuff. Because it doesn't say on pickup. Oh, Rinko and Shu are a hunk. Rinko, Shu, and Sakuko are there. Oh wait, they died because of what Hinako did, because Sakuko has lacerations. She was probably in the dark. She was just hanging, but Rinko is the most obvious one. She's burned, right?
Hinako, 遅かったな。今から始めるところだったぞ。誰のなんだと。それではご一同様、包丁のさようどうぞご覧くださいよ
I don't think even the father is completely sane, considering how over animated his face is.
なんだその言い草は。
Yeah, I think I long suspected that that monster was a representation of her father. And the knife battle but confirmed it. him out. And you throw stuff. Oh, sorry. Let me lower the audio and also hear the door. So let me get that like real quick and I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Younger sibling at the door, bring snacks. Also, thank you for the follow, Renzo. Not sure that I'm going to be the most entertaining of hosts, but I'll try. Oh, thank you. I'm not entirely sure how to deal with this situation. Now, we have a Smo and Ornstein one right here.
ひな子はそうなの。女のくせに上に向かって何でだ。なんでそうだろう。父親の態度だ。ひな子、お父さんに謝って。
Wow, they both recover like so quickly. Oh, you didn't have a counter window. Just oh, okay. We might be in a tough spot here. Use the first aid. I'm trying to draw one away, but not very successful here. They both have ranged attacks. Oh, the father is even hitting the mother, which is... I don't know. What kind of symbolism they have here? Oh. Glad I have these first aid boxes ready.
さんに謝って。
Oh, you turn black.
やたらしい。もうだってなんでだ。
Just shut up for once, Dad. Yeah, no, I considered doing that too, but I feel like that makes the most logical sense, right? Because you usually focus on the faster one. And I figured that if we defeated the dad first, it would end, and we were kind of right. They were actually walking away? Oh, interesting. They returned to normal. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. Oh, the fog monster. The other Hinako actually killed them. Like she promised she would when we met her in the house. Parting on good terms. That's
これを飲みなさい。
dark humor,
少し楽
Gabe.
になるはずだ。
And we're right back where we started with this Hinako.
私は一体。
まだ体が馴染まないのだろう。よくここまでこらえてくれた。
That's a really nice lighting effect.
これでは皆様に愛想を尽かされてしまうでしょうか。
そんなことは私が許しはしない。
Oh, I actually felt the sip with the controller. Interesting. I think that's the first time they've done that.
血色が良くなった。君の体にも合うようだ。
これは
先祖の霊に備えた米と水を混ぜ合わせてこしたものだ。神聖な力が宿っている。
Rice and water. Alright, Mafaz, thank you for chaining me up to here. I know you're curious as to what's happening in your own game too. Also, I realized that we actually had 60 followers. Thanks again, Renzo. I'll need to properly clean up my Twitch. so that we can celebrate this
君にこ
stuff.
れを
Oh,
もう君が私のものであることの証だ
that's the final item we need to open the doors
君
in
の
the
た
Dark
めに用意し
Shrine.
たものがもう一つある
It's like
はい
an Omari. Well, not an Omari. Inari-sama brooch. A fox brooch, more or less. And now he's disappeared. You could temporarily see, I think, the change from cutscene to gameplay, the little flicker of the fog. The very old and precious brooch seems to have a reassuring power. Yeah, with this brooch we can now open doors that were closed off to us before, and we did come across quite a few in our time exploring the Dark Shrine. I don't even remember where a lot of the doors were, except for that one door which is right up the stairs after you are branded on your back. That's about the only Oinari door that I remember. The other door, oh yeah, the other door, no, so that's what you meant when you said there was no map. The other door was when we are on the lake-like area, I think, with a lot of exploration to find a stone, yeah, a stone to put into the fox's mouth. Let's make sure we don't miss anything. One thing you all viewers might not realize is that on my screen it's a lot darker than what you guys are seeing. For example, if I look over there, for me, that's pitch black. But on the screen that's being broadcast out, you can actually see very faintly the wooden boards on the wall. That's not the case for me. OBS displays it slightly brighter. I mean, if I really wanted to check, I guess I could be playing through OBS too. Now, we had a couple of items over here. That does not seem to be the case this time. Investigate the area. Oh, did the portrait actually change?
なんだか賑やかな絵
What a lively looking painting. So we got to find something to put into those notches. And since an Oinari door was like at the very start of the game, only you would think of this and think of that. Follow the line of foxes. Okay, we need to find it. And I get the feeling that we might be exploring the entirety of the Dark World now.
立派な方々
Oh, come on, man. I think you just gave it away with that hint. Follow the line of foxes, huh? Unless we're turning these. Now they're definitely looking at a certain direction, so we know where to go. Considering there's no map, we just follow where the foxes are looking, I guess. What happens when you go the wrong way? Actually, is there a wrong way? We just went in here. You have a weapon in your hand. I don't like you. We're gonna get up, triggered by something. You're not the only one, huh? Okay. I was locked onto the wrong one. Oh wow, okay. I thought that was a grab actually. So if you follow the wrong room, you end up in a combat encounter. Good to know. How many bandages do I have? I have 4 bandages. So I might as well clear up that slot, right? So we will temporarily equip the Sakura Mori and use one of those bandages. Because I think we can keep like 3 bandages each in one slot. So if we just use one now, we'll clear this up. And I have no need to rely on the wolf one here. What do I want to use? I think we have Alwan and Spider. Spider is not needed in the Dark World. Okay, we will use the Suzuran one. And maybe Mantis, right? Oh, you know what, Crow? We'll just rely on actually defeating and countering enemies to help heal ourselves. Because it does feel like if you go the wrong way, you end up in this room over and over again. Or at least that's my nominal guess. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to find here. And this room itself might be a representation of how Hinako feels about actually this whole thing that's happening to her. Yeah, and you couldn't go back until you actually defeated them. You were locked into the room. Oop, sorry. Wrong button. And this just loops us back to the start. Yep. Alright, nothing to find. Back to following the foxes. Unfortunately, yes, that was the wrong way. And this is probably a hint for us. Yeah, this is what happened to... We got another one of these sometime back, and the family physician mentioned the same thing, that they were displaying like fox-like traits and they wanted to get them to the hospital, but this family didn't want to do it because it would bring shame upon them. Oh, and you give me a little confirmation when I go the right way, huh? Okay. I don't feel like there's more than one of you here. I'm hearing you. I can't see. Oh, there you are. Yukon? Wow, okay. I was slow on the timing for the counter, but didn't quite matter. This whole place is kind of a mess. Going that way unlocked that additional room for us, but didn't really have anything new. I guess we're gonna have to follow the enemy. The Screaming Child, or the Screaming Collection of Hino dolls. But interesting imagery. It's sealed with a talisman. Oh, I can't actually just look at this one and tear it off, huh? Touchy. Okay. Hmm. So the Synekids had an illegitimate heir, and I feel like Fox Mask might be that one because we found another note from the housemaid that kind of indicated that that might be the case. Oh, looks like I need to kill everyone here. As usually the case if you see one of those seals. Which means there's a... Oh, right. I can't rely on a map here. But there is a room that I need to enter. Probably that one, because it's not open. Assuming it can be opened. Are you on the ceiling? And by any chance? No? No. Okay. That is a good charm to have, and I'm kind of glad the seal blocked the way. I might just use that instead of the healing one. Slightly restore. It's just slightly, but we'll take it. Yeah, imagine if we just missed that charm. I know there's an enemy around here somewhere, and that's probably the thing that we have to kill in order to undo that seal. Question is where? I'm not even hearing any enemy movement or anything. There is a seal over here too. Okay, there we go. I guess I needed to find that before the seal will be open. We kind of did siphon everyone off. Just needed to get the seal. Or maybe the game was making sure I got that charm first. Okay, Black Sparrow, follow the line of the foxes. Where do we want to put a Black Sparrow? Now let's find everything first before we figure out where we need to go. Do I need to put it in now to kind of open another path? It was either the Hound or I needed to go back and just unseal that box. So many options here, right? Guess I'll put it in the fan for now, see what happens. Nothing? Yeah, we kinda expected that. Yep. Need to figure out what's happening here, but... Abandoned once and for all, familial ties must be severed. Is that our hint? So a lot of faith here. I'm gonna increase my sanity still. No worries, Buffos. Seems like we have additional hints here. The black bird wishes to take the white bird wishes to resist. The fox brings along his followers in tribe. He notices not the two birds in conflict. The black bird wishes to take the white bird wishes to resist. The fox brings along his followers in tribes. Well, we do see like two different... Yeah, like two factions here. One is with the circle surrounded by another circle. I feel like that's the black bird, so I'm gonna put the black bird one. Actually, remove it and place it. Like, even this guy could technically be his follower. And the white bird must be the fox inside. So what is the black bird? Someone who wishes to take the white bird. Well, I guess we could do this like one by one. And see if anything changes. It just says I need more emblems. Well, among the doors that are lit here, there's only this one, so we might just be going back where we came to find another emblem. Yeah, it does seem to be the case.
宴は終わりましたでしょうか。
Okay, I see. So the Seneki family isn't exactly well liked. The housemaid is sure leaving a lot of notes around for people to read, though. And you aren't gonna tell me which room is wrong here, right? Follow the line of foxes. Oh, a fox is looking at this one. This one is a fox too, but not entirely sure what's happening. Yeah, this fox is looking away from the door. Then this one isn't. Well, again, I guess we could just try. The shrine isn't giving me any indication whatsoever other than just go back through the door you came, but that door is not openable, right? And each of these foxes seem to be looking at... Oh wait, no wait, they're both looking at this side. If this is the wrong door... It is the wrong door, okay. Good to know. So following the line of foxes wasn't exactly the way to go. Either that or I misinterpreted that Yeah, because yeah, it does look like this fox is looking this way, but the other fox might just as well be looking to the right. Well, now there's only this room, so it kind of doesn't matter. Now we have the foxes. Or even the mother is being awfully vindictive, in a sense. Goods a tea. I'll take that. Aurora. You are just looking at this corner. You're the only one I could interact with you, and you are also looking at that fox over there. You're the only one who's looking at a door, and the only one I couldn't interact with. Nope, this was wrong as well. I'm guessing we're seeing the cages whenever we're wrong. Wow, I've been staggered, so you know what, I needed to escape there. They are fast too. Yeah, it's pretty much just leading us into an encounter room. So this is all about figuring out the puzzle, and I am pretty sure that I've gotten the puzzle entirely wrong. Let the line of foxes guide you. But that hint is incorrect. So maybe there's something else to this that I'm not understanding. Yeah, we entered that one. It was wrong. This is the way we came. I feel like this is the right room. We have a Taiko enemy here. Not doing too hot here. Oh, that was their grab move. Wow. And I've almost never seen them do that move. Too slow. And too far. You not have like a counter state or something? Oh, that was an attack I didn't even realize. I think that might have actually been the very first time we defeated one of those enemies without relying on something. The first time I defeated the Taiko enemy, it was using the rage form, just going ballistic on it. Most of the other times, it's just been running away. Nice of them to give us a healing item though. We couldn't use that. And thanks to the Hound Charm, we're not losing any sanity. The White Sparrow Crest.
これは無垢で怯えた
Higashi. Higashi. I'm guessing the White Sparrow represents Hinako, with the black one probably representing the Tsuneki family, and the fox one probably representing Fox Mask himself. Not entirely sure why we needed to do that, but okay. Making sure we don't miss anything like the Hound Charm. Because I'm getting a lot of usage out of that one. That's seal number 2. Do I have anything I want to enshrine here? I feel like I don't quite need the sanity now thanks to the Hound Charm, but when we go back to the real world... It still keeps going. Treasure Hall. Alright, one last door left for us. There is a lot of blood here. And a lot of doors that you can potentially get wrong. Oh, that's why I didn't quite get it. You're supposed to be examining this.
Everythingを捧げます。私は元行様のものです。
You don't sound so good, Hinako. You're reminding me of James in the bad ending. It doesn't seem like there is anything else we can do here. Just making sure that we are checking all the foxes. Right, this is a treasure room. The annoying type too.
私をこれ以上怒らせるな。
too late there. Seems like a bandage, stay safe. Hideko gets caught up in so many items, it's just... Another bandage for safety. Where is this thing? Yeah, there we go. I'll need one more to actually attack it properly. But I think we can kill it before that. If I don't be too aggressive. Oh, should I have taken the kudzu tea before that?
純子さん、
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
では
お姉ちゃん。
殺せた？しっかりと。しっかりね。
しっかりって。
今日だけはお姉ちゃんとあなたの二人だけの秘密にしてあげる。でも今日を超えてまだ生き残っていることがあるのなら、お姉ちゃんが彼のためにもあなたを殺すからね。
もう少し外していた方がいいかな。
いいえ。お時間をありがとうございます。それではこれにて。
姉妹で語り合えたかね。
はい。
それでは行こうか。
あなた様のお印ですね。
She sounded lucid in the cutscene, but here she doesn't. She sounds like really out of it. Just making sure we don't miss anything before we move on. Oh, there's a little room here. Probably the way out, right? Yeah, because I've already got the Fox Medallion. Let's check the inside of the treasure room here. So dark I can't see anything though. Relying on OBS to guide me. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's all we can find. I'm also realizing that the kudzu tea actually takes like one slot each in the item slot, unlike the bandages and the red capsules. Okay, time to solve this, right? You, I get the feeling, must very much be the Fox Crest. Where did I put... Oh, yeah, I put you way over here. I can't aim at that point above for some reason. A little too far to interact with that. Okay, so you're wrong. Maybe this. Take from here and put it into the lantern. Maybe we can shift around these two, right? Because this seems like a follower. Maybe not. Or maybe the blackbird just refers to Hinako in the mirror. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. This is probably the fox, because he doesn't notice it, the conflict. And the mirror is black Hinako. Or the mirror is white Hinako. Just guessing now. It should be, right? Because you're playing on normal difficulty. What's our second hint? Prove your intent with the crest tree. Show what lies deep within your heart. Let the line of foxes guide you. Offer the crest and lay bare your soul. Let the line of foxes guide you. He notices not his followers in conflict. The black bird wishes to take the white bird. The white bird wishes to resist. The fox brings along his followers in triumph. I mean, we are doing the triumph thing. So it has to be... Like, I feel like the fox inside is really the way to go. Like, the fox inside probably represents Hinako, so... Not quite sure what we're doing wrong here. What else are we missing? Follow the line of foxes. There is a bit of a different fox here with a different color. I wonder. The white sparrow and the black sparrow are fighting, but the fox doesn't notice. The fox, I feel like, is definitely in the right spot, so it has to be the sparrows which I'm messing up. The question is, where am I messing it up? And we have two unique foxes here. This one with the hat. And this one with... Well, no, this one is not unique. There's another one over there, so I think we might have to do with this something. Is it... Like... Is he the black sparrow? No, wait, that's the white sparrow. Wrong one. Still wrong. White. Because white is obviously Hinako. Still wrong. Do I have to place the white inside? Let the line of foxes guide you. The black bird wishes to take the white bird. Maybe I'm overthinking this by thinking of the bird as Hinako. Maybe I should be looking instead at two people in conflict. Right? Because it doesn't really mention anything about this being Hinako. That's just something I've been assuming all this time. So, maybe there are like two foxes here right in conflict. I'm not sure whether you're the white or the black though. Oh, that is, yeah, that you just needed to. I was overthinking it again. I was like, the white sparrow represents Hinako. The black represents someone else. In this case, it would be Shu, but we've never seen like Shu fight for Hinako, so... And I don't think the game has ever mentioned Shu as a bird before. I really was just overthinking it.
This これが君のものだ。さあ、君も。
Oh, aren't they exchanging rings or something? Oh, never mind. This is a traditional Japanese marriage, not a Western one. They're offering something instead. But it is a ring.
では、始めようか。
はい。
So they are getting married. That is a weirdly elaborate device for a marriage ceremony.
これで最後だ。よくここまでついてきてくれた。
一緒だからここまで来られました。
もうわずかの辛抱だ。
I know you're feeling like Fox Mask is grooming her, but like I said, I think the time for this is kind of messed up. You have to remember that this is in Hinako's mind. So how Hinako sees herself possibly might be as a school child, but she might actually be older than that, because the second Hinako, when we see her in the real world, is wearing a marriage gown, right? So it might be, yeah, she is older than she looks.
はい。
And if you remember the Shimizu household puzzles, you can actually find like a hidden room of Hinako's. Like, it's not on the map at all. And if you go into that room that's not on the map, you'll find another room of Hinako's, a copy of Hinako's room. And it sort of indicated that she was exchanging letters with another person when she was younger, and that she didn't want you to know that she was home. So I feel like, yeah, they connected back in the past. And to your point, right? To your point, I feel like it's very likely that Fox Mask is Kotoyuki, right? Because that's the name of the kid at the park, Kotoyuki. And my hint for this is that around the park area, you'll find letters from a very strict mother letting you know that, hey, that you should be, that she was treating her child like a young adult, like you should be getting ready for the business to help out with her father, that they come back for you. And at the end, once you're about to leave, you'll find one final letter that's like, son, we need to talk. We're about to leave this area. I'll explain later, right? That's exactly the name on the letter. If I can open up my menu, I'll show it to you. Strict mom or something. I'm paraphrasing here, right? But anyway, the final letter in that area was like, we're gonna be leaving this area. I'll let you know why soon. And when you were exploring this shrine, you got another letter from that same mother here, right? And then you found the letters from the housemaid. It was like that the family heir had an affair with a maid, and that maid was sent out. And I'm guessing that strict mom was the maid that was sent out, and Kotoyuki might be the illegitimate heir that's been brought back. And from my understanding, the reason why Hinako married into this family, or is trying to marry into this family, because this is still happening, right, is because it seems like the Tsunekis were very wealthy, and they had a lot of enemies too because of that. And by marrying into the family, Hinako's father is able to pay off her debts. And if we go back to their home, she's like, I don't recognize this house. And that would make sense if you were being married into another family, and when you go back to your house and it's been renovated or remodeled or everything, you even get a phone call letting you know that, hey, we are ordering food for this banquet. What we saw at the Shimizu household was probably the parents inviting over everyone to celebrate the marriage. And the father was about to cut fish because the opening telephone call at the start was talking about continued contribution for buying fish. Assumedly.
最後まで
Solar and lunar eclipse. Oh, we're back in the real world. It's been completely taken over.
私から奪ったな。全部
No, I can't change this at the moment.
全部お前たちのせいだ。
Now, these are the stronger variations. It's covered by flowers. Now she's gone completely mental. She's broken down. Anyway, let me see if I can find that letter that I was talking about, right? Yeah, here, strict mother's letter. That is exactly what it said. Yeah, you are different from those delinquents who run around town. You have noble blood running through your veins. And I think that's because the Tsunekis were considered like noble because of their wealth, right? And she was actually setting her up to succeed the father in the future. And the reminder that he's of noble blood. And yeah, this is more or less the confirmation. Your real last name is Tsuneki. We got this letter in the Dark World, not near the park. This is the one that confirmed it. That this boy that they met at the park was Kotayuki. Kotayuki was a Tsuneki. And then you have that letting you know that, hey, we're going to go. And I'm assuming that, well, Hinako met Kotayuki when he was younger. They moved away to live with the Tsunekis afterwards. Then that's this letter. And if you look at the housemaid's note, the first one is about, okay, they are very wealthy, but because of that, they have many enemies and they fall to misfortune a lot. And this is about the arranged marriage and how the young heir had an affair with a maid, and that maid called Saki was kicked out of her place. And I'm guessing Sachi is the strict mother. So yeah, it's very likely that Fox Mask is Kotoyuki. Oh, you are almost breaking. Even you are almost breaking. Yeah, each and every one of you is breaking. Let's shift these around because we're in the real world now. Yeah, this is the one that I was talking about. It increases damage while I'm in a near death state. It greatly increases damage too. Spider for one thing, because, well, I think we should be using bear, not spider. Yeah, spider is still good. Owl is still good. I'm gonna be using bear next. No, I'll use wolf. I'll use wolf and we'll rely on the steel pipe for a bit. I don't think you're supposed to go back to the mountain, but we're gonna do that. Okay, never mind. You can't even go back there. It's blocked. Yeah. You just needed to get closer. You can faintly see the fog monster just walking down the road. Or the second Hinako, I guess. Not a fog monster anymore. A bit of a difficult combination here. Oh, there should have been a counter window there. Is it because I attacked? I think it might have been because I attacked it. Boxed in here. Well, this helps. You actually coming out.
私の大切なものを全て奪ったな。なら私自身も奪うがいい。だがな、ただで済むと思うなよ。
That counter window. That was a spit, not a counter window. I think that might have been the first time I've ever figured out what this guy's counter window is. Alright, we gotta shift to the bear charm because everything's low durability now, except for the knife. I'm not entirely sure that we needed to kill those enemies, I feel like they were blocking the path, especially when those large enemies pop up. They're always sort of blocking the path. Back to the wolf. We can find it. I'm trying to rush too soon. That was completely unnecessary damage we could have avoided. We'll need an Ebba flag to increase anything else. Probably health, right? Oh. we are going on a killing spree down this place. You just faintly make out the other Hinako in the fog. Where exactly are we even going? Chase after the fog monster, so we don't really have an objective per se. Just chasing after the other Hinako in the fog. troubles. I'm glad the game is actually pretty generous with their healing items, because otherwise we wouldn't make it. I'm taking a lot of damage.
嫌だもう嫌私の町を返して
Yeah, Hideko, this sounds like she's having a complete mental breakdown over here. Ah, the crowbar. I do like the crowbar. Oh, and we actually got an upgrade plaque. I increase our health because I feel like that's something we're lacking a bit now. Ready to enshrine, we have plenty of item slots now. So let me be right back after I get a quick bottle of water. All right. Sorry about that. After that long break where I not only had water, but a snack, we return to probably right, killing everyone in the town in a fit of rage. Hey Martin, happy Friday to you too, and welcome back. How's it going? I feel like things are going very poorly. I am completely theorizing here, but I think Hinako has gone completely mad and is killing everyone in town. Well, technically I'm the one doing it, but still. I'm curious as where this is going. Somehow I get the feeling that I've locked myself into a bad ending. Because again, everything you see in Silent Hill games, and you know this, right, is what the protagonist is saying, so... And this situation reminds me of that one line in, like, Silent Hill 3, where an NPC is like, they look like monsters to you. Oh, okay, so I need to play New Game Plus to get through ending. I'm totally fine. This game is pretty fun. It's not as stressful as I was expecting it to be either, and then maybe because we're on a lower difficulty too. And Hinako is surprisingly powerful for a Silent Hill protagonist. Oh, so the person that they were looking for all this time at the start, was Hinako. She actually disappeared.
こうはならない。絶対。
Either she disappeared, or she's seeing it. I'm a little too late. Hidden lore. Okay, I see. If you didn't get the spider charm at the beginning, since we're right behind Sakuko's house, we'd have gotten it here. Like, I'm really liking the lore of this game, right? I was not expecting to like it. Like, when they said the focus is on combat, I was sort of expecting them to bumble up on the lore, the story of the game, but that's not the case. There's like so many parallels between the original Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill in general that I'm really loving this, especially, right? If you look at the collectibles and the documents. The research notes on Kakura Makakura, right? This flower, it's not too obvious with this one. Yeah, Hakokusho. This herb is pretty much White Claudia from the Silent Hill series, and this is the same flower that was used in Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 2's new ending, and in Silent Hill 3 to make the drugs that causes the hallucinations that people are going through. And they somehow connected it back with all this. Somehow, Shu's family, has been doing like clinical trials of this medicine all throughout the town, and that's probably why everyone's like going mental, in a sense, right? Like that connection was like a chef's kiss for me. And if you were curious as to how it got there, there was one note that said a missionary from overseas brought it. So yeah, they are connecting this back, and I'm really amazed at how well they've done that. Yeah, and all this time, Shu has been given this drug. Oh, at least it's indicated when you go to the little hut behind Shu's house that he's been using that same flower to help Hinako with her headaches. So all this is very likely a drug-induced hallucination. Even just seeing the other world and communicating with herself, like those are all symptoms of that drug. So how are we doing on items? Okay, I have 9. Let's enshrine some of those back here. And there's a kitchen knife here too. I'll definitely try and get the true ending for the game. And probably bump up the difficulty, because right now the game's difficulty is on normal, even though the puzzle difficulty is maxed out. And it has been a very interesting set of puzzles too. I do really like what they've done. Now let's not run, because there's usually something waiting to ambush us around the corner. Like that, over there. He's just standing there, menacingly. Yeah, I really think it's like really good voice acting. I really think that at this point Hinako is going on a complete rampage due to the drug, and she's actually killing innocent people. Or rather, maybe not so innocent, since they're also part of the clinical trials and attacking Hinako herself. Themselves. Oh wow, I dodged it and still got hit. Oh no, you got into the other form. I hate this one. Out of all the monsters that hit me the most, this is the one that gets me. Everything else is pretty... This is a grab, pretty easy. Relatively considered. Oh, the input delay. Okay. I just had to say everything else was relatively easy. Shift over to our heavy weapon for a bit to deal with at least this thing. Suddenly. Maybe I'll get a bit more warning. That was the counter window. She spawned an enemy. Let's drag that other enemy up here so that we can deal with it. It's very easy to outrange that large enemy, so... And I feel like dealing with you is easier the lighter the weapon. Still got hit. There we go. Finally a counter hit against this thing. The timing of that explosion. Yeah, let's replace the heavy axe with the crowbar. I feel like the crowbar is amazing. Oh, I had a toolkit. I should not have replaced the heavy weapon. I could have repaired it. Oh, it does. I feel like it already sort of does. It's just... Well, other than this, right? Hinako's getting married. She's very conflicted about the whole thing. Like, she's so conflicted that she's actually created like 2 versions of herself. And the reason why we're seeing all this is because she's been taking the White Claudia drug. Oh, come on. Give me your counter window. There we go. Ramening. We didn't even need to go this way, huh? Okay. Except for the first aid kit, which is nice to have since we are technically running out of healing items here. I guess I can use the red capsules, though I've not been using any of them ever since I sort of realized that they were sort of what is causing the hallucinations, but I don't know. The reason I didn't do that, it was like in Silent Hill 2, the more you kept your HP low, the more you looked at weapons and the knives and everything, right? The more you slowly went towards the bad ending. I was assuming the same thing was happening here, that the more you use the red capsule, the more likely you're going to the bad ending, but I feel like we're already kind of locked into a bad one with the way things are going. Yeah, this is the version of Hinako that accepted the marriage. The Dark Shrine version, the real world version, is the one that's not accepting it. Shimizu Hinako and Hinako.
僕もお父さんをお母さんをお前を許さない絶対に
That's a great design, though.
お姉ちゃん助けて
これがどれだけ失礼なことかあなたにも十分分かっているはず。殺しなさい。殺しなさい。さあ
But yeah, like this is pretty much just showing her in a conflict, and her sister saying to kill her doubts is just her sister saying that you have to grow up, get married, stop like being a child. And I'm probably guessing that's why Hinako is in a school attire as well. Like there are some hints that Hinako is actually a lot older than what we're seeing here. And the big hint is really this, the marriage clothes of the other Hinako.
死になさい。
Really good sound design. Love this game. Loving the game. I'm rating it very highly, except for the forced combat situations. I'd like it quite a bit. And here we have the wolf Hinako. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be running the other way immediately. Not that's getting us anywhere. Just pure darkness.
あらあら、本当
属性の娘よ、幸運であったな。かように貧弱な嫁ごとは。
ようこそ。どうか心安らかな日々を。
Yeah, the whole thing with the Dark Shrine is just her undergoing the marriage ceremony. And she's slowly been losing her mind during the whole process. Who is this? Foxmass? Kuroyuki? Are you the boss here? You know, I forgot to change my Omomoris. Since we're in the Dark Shrine, I usually use the dodge and the counter ones. And not the durability ones that I use in the real world. Almost looks like a claw, but is that like a branch? A kudzu branch. We're back at the same shrine we did the first puzzle at, aren't we? Yep. As we sort of theorized. The other Hinako actually wins, and I feel like this is the bad ending.
お別れを
She's accepted her.
幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています
She's accepted her marriage, but she's not happy about it, about having to give up her face and her body and soul, I guess. Shimizu Hinako no longer, just Hinako. I guess there's nothing over here. I'll return to the residence.
綺麗
Oh, welcome back, Mufaz. You managed to beat the game somehow before me. Oh, did it crash on your end? Oh, the doll. The doll is just looking down. Don't go that way. I hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you. Fighting at 1 FPS. At least you got the counter window if everything was working at 1 FPS, right? Also, let me change our memory since we are not gonna have anything to do with durability. So I'm gonna remove Spider and Wolf. And instead, we're gonna go with Suzuran, I think is one of them, where perfect dodging becomes easier. And the other... Oh yeah, I'll have Mantis for now, but I'll shift between Mantis and Hound. You know, I have to go back to your WAD and see what happened. Because I am curious as to how you suffered through that final fight. The days of optimizing for PC are over, and I'm kind of worried too, because I don't think we're gonna get a console Xbox in the future. PlayStation is still going this route, so if you are a PlayStation fan like me, you probably survived this. But more than that, I just kind of don't want to game on PC too much. Because that is where I work, and I want to keep those separate. Exactly. Ah, man, I hated when they started using Plus for online functionality. I really disliked it. Like I have not been sub to PSN for a lot, but whenever a multiplayer game comes out, and my friends are playing, I kind of feel forced to use Plus. Yep, exactly. It's the same. It's due to that I usually avoid playing multiplayer games for too long. Like when Elden Ring came out, that was for me as well. When Neo and 2 came out, that was the same too. Let me finish this playthrough and then you can give me it. Because last time you gave me the hint for the fox puzzle and then it kind of told me immediately, right? After the playthrough, let me complete at least one. And it doesn't seem like it will be very long. We seem to be almost done with the game. Like at this point, like Hinako has pretty much. No, it's all right. No, no need to apologize for it. I appreciate you looking out for me that way. Just wait a bit longer. If it was gonna take a while, I would have been like, yeah, sure, let me know. But since we're almost at the end, I'm more inclined to wait, right? Yeah, because especially like it seems like Hinako's more or less decided on what she's gonna do, and that is. Do I have a lot of bandages? Well, I have 3 bandages first aid kit. So I'm gonna give up the Inari Sushi, but I'm gonna keep the Yokan and the Kutsuti. And we can probably draw in a Momori here. Unable to continuously dodge. Interesting. I mean, it's not like I am continuously dodging, but nice to have. Oh wait, let's save before we go any further. Because yeah, like I was about to say, I think this is more or less the end because Hinako has made her decision, and that is to go through with the marriage. So we killed the Hinako that was having doubts about marriage, and Fox Hinako. And we killed Hinako Shimizu, who was having doubts about marriage, and Hinako remains. Like Hinako without the last name because she's a Tsuneki now. Oh, without the first name, not the last name. Oh, well, maybe I should just call it a family name. Ferrari. To be fair, Martin, not all by myself, but both Mufaz and I are playing through this at the same time, and we were like comparing notes. More or less. Like we were theorizing as to what was happening. I think it really clicked for me when we found that White Claudia, right? Once we got to the area with Shu, then I was like, ah, okay, she's actually being drugged by the same flower in the other Silent Hill games. So what we're seeing is not real. It's a conflict. And to be fair, the thing about Hinako, the 2 Hinakos is mentioned too in one of her own notes. We can find it. Oh, this is Rinko's one. Yeah, Hinako's diary. Not that either. Yeah, this is one of those hints that's like, okay. That gives you like a hint as to like there are 2 Hinakos around. Yeah, I'm not sure where it is, but I feel like when you did that puzzle with the scale back in the Shimizu household, there was something that indicated like there were like two halves of Hinako, and she was referring to herself as Hinako and Shimizu Hinako. And the hint was really that one didn't have a last name. Yeah, I'm not finding it at the moment, but yeah. There is like a very huge hint letting you know about the two cells and the conflict happening. And we kind of theorized that it was like a marriage ritual ever since we saw them cleansing themselves at the shrine. I was like, okay, that's very familiar. And this doll is more or less her connection to her childhood. Oh, wow, okay. Odd movement from you. No, he still affected me, even though I got the perfect dodge. There are a couple of things that I don't quite understand just yet.
うちに帰る
One is the doll. Like, what is the doll, right? Like, is it a representation of the more conventional side of Inago? Because it is a Western doll, right? And the side that's like, okay, you don't need to get married, like normal tradition dictates during the Showa era. The other is that legend, right? The legend with, and it's at the very bottom too. The legend of the sacred sword. Like, I don't quite understand what's happening here. Like, I feel like it's important, but we haven't found anything else related to this. And the reason why it's important is that you have two locations. One is the divine tree itself, and the other is a shrine where you can cleanse something. Like, both connected to that legend. So I get the feeling I might have missed a key item somewhere related to that. And honestly, we just run like past this area so many times, I'm actually starting to recognize the town. And did you not find the divine tree and the Inari shrine? Like, let me see if I can find it on the map, right? It's around the area with Shu's house. This is where the shrine is. And the divine tree, I'm not entirely sure where that is. I feel like it was here. But it was in the woodland area. The original divine tree shrine and the Inari shrine. The Inari shrine had the cleansing thing, and the divine tree was around here somewhere. Oh wait, this might actually be the shrine, the divine tree, and this is the Inari shrine. This little path up here. And to be fair, I mean, we're talking as well, but theorizing things like this,
両親にも
it's also quite fun for
会
me.
いに行こ
Oh no, not one of you. With all the enemies I hate in this game, it has to be this one. Like, let's try and draw the smaller one away. Okay, the bigger one, that works. Although I don't quite know what your counter window is. I've been dodging you all this time. Yeah, that movement always throws me off because it looks like it's just turning. It's actually trying to hit you. Actually, why don't I just go with this? You mean the final fight because you were working on 1 FPS? I hear something else. Oh, that was too late. It is unfortunate that I can understand. Like, I'd be very annoyed too if that happened to me. It would have taken away the joy of that experience. Now that our HP is full, let me change the Mantis to the Hound. Because the Hound slowly restores your sanity when you counter. Also, there is this door that I've never been able to open. It doesn't have the mark now. It's not even crossed out. I remember fiddling with this door before. Did you drop your... it's Unreal, right? Unreal's like really weird in a lot of ways. Frankly, I'm surprised it's running as well as it is on console. And it almost feels like each and every video game that's coming out is going Unreal. Like, so much so that when you see a game, you can immediately tell it's using Unreal. It has a pretty similar feel, although I feel like Silent Hill kind of avoids that trap. Oh yeah, I do recall. Honestly, when that happened to you the very first time, I thought it was actually the game trying to give you a scare. But now, I'm pretty sure that was just it going a bit crazy. It almost feels like that, because Silent Hill is a type of game that would do that. It would do something weird to give you a bit of a scare. Want chocolate? Still guessing we have more enemies, because there is a long path ahead. Yeah, and the doll's just waiting for us here. And you are standing now. Run back down, restore our sanity before we go. Probably save too, right? Now that we're done with the encounter. That was pretty good, actually, all things considered. Yeah, I kind of noticed that when we met it the first time, that it was actually playing hopscotch. And it's likely a manifestation of Hina's own childhood, right? Because we know that Hinako actually plays with Hina dolls. So it's probably playing hopscotch, because that was something that she herself did when she was younger. Like, everything that you see is a manifestation of her fears in some way. Like, the women being dolls is how she feels about the whole marriage thing, that they are like playthings for the men, right? Dolls, more or less. Yeah, the large enemy. I'm not quite certain what... Yeah, I guess we get the taiko drum because her dad has been like very vocal and angry, like very loud, very explosive, because that's why the taiko drum. But the actual connection with the large enemy is probably with the knife, because her dad threw a knife at her once. That's why that large enemy has. Rinko? Yeah, you know what? That is a good question. I'm not sure why Rinko is the priest that's connecting, like overseeing their marriage. Like, I feel like it might have happened in the two other places, right? It might be because from the very start, Rinko wanted Hinako to get married, right? That way, Shu will no longer be pursuing him, and that's probably why each time Rinko is telling Shu that Hinako's dead, because she's effectively dead to Shu as a relationship option once Hinako marries Foxmask. Well, once she marries Kodayuki. So for her, Hinako's death probably meant that she was getting married. And I'm guessing here, but the reason why she's shown as the shrine priest overseeing the whole thing is because she wanted Hinako to get married, so that Shu is left open for, well, herself. I haven't checked the character sheet in a while, right? Yeah, see, this is, well, I hadn't read this yet, but it does seem like all their husbands are just as short-tempered, just as wild, and just as useless, and do just as little to help out their wives. After learning this, every grumpy-looking old man in town I see reminds me of him. That's probably why every man she meets has, like, the same traits as her father. And here is the knife thing, which connects back to, like, the Fogtown monster, the one with the large knife. Yeah, this one, the reason why it has a knife was because a knife exactly was thrown at her. And this is a representation of how she feels her father is. All right, formidable foes. Is consumed by the fires of jealousy and remains surrounded by babbling puppets. The picture of the father? I don't think it did. I mean, it kind of doesn't need to, because they're in the monsters section, right? Like Junko's, Sakuko's, and Rinko's and Shu's have changed, but not the others. Okay, one last house area to check. This house is not open either, but doesn't show. Oh wait, this is our house. No, this is the side of our house. It is not our house. The house is up the slope. But that one is kind of suspicious too. You know what? I'm gonna run up and see. No, never mind. This path is still blocked. I've been wondering for a long while this path will open up, because I've been theorizing that there's something up here, but that doesn't seem to be the case actually. Either that or it's tied to some other ending. So, and everything about the expressions of the parents, like even the other characters, are very exaggerated, right? And I think they're doing that on purpose. Like even when Rinko gives that wide-eyed stare, it's because I think that's how Hinako sees it. Hinako is unconsciously aware. No, not unconsciously. She is aware that Rinko is jealous of her, right? And because of that, she always sort of sees her as the one with the wide-eyed stare. Her mother always has the wide smile, and even her father, when he is laughing, when he laughed during the cutscene, it was way exaggerated. It's either, it's going to be one of two things, right? They either did it intentionally to let you know that, hey, this is weird, and she's seeing it the other way, or they're just really bad at animation. And I feel that I can't quite tell yet.
ほら、お父さん。
ここはもうお前の家ではない。一人で帰ってきても敷居をまたげると思うな。
And I think to an extent, despite the abuse, he still cared for her in some way. Now both her arms are like wolves. Yeah, it's the scene we came out from. The other Hinako came out from here. So this Hinako wasn't gone. I think when she said goodbye to her parents, she had that crisis of faith again. So this Hinako was reborn once again, right? She accepted that she had to marry during that whole sequence, but then when she saw her parents, she was like, I am second guessing this. The Dark Shrine is actually blue now. Do I? I do have durability. Okay. No point in turning back now. No, it almost looks beautiful, right? This blue version, not as foreboding as the red one. Yeah, I think I prefer the lighter weapons. More like I replaced it, and then I realized that it was low on durability, so I replaced it with a crowbar. And then right as I did, I found a toolkit to repair it. Okay, there's only one path we can go. Guess we're running, unless we're encountering enemies here. So I feel like might be the case, or either we're running, we're probably gonna run across a save point soon. Get to do our final spending of whatever faith we've accumulated. And then we're heading directly into a boss fight. And you can't run to the sides.
まるで私の心みたい。
Yeah, there it is, right there. A moving flame. Or in other words, foxfire, right? Blue foxfire. A common Japanese myth. And the reason I remember it is because foxes are a huge thing in Ghost of Yotei too. Like in that game, the foxfire was actually like blue lamps. But here it's actual flames. I'm carrying 3 crowbars.
すべてを壊すの手伝ってくれるよね。
I mean, you don't need to say it each time. I recognize this place, don't worry. This is the very first dark shrine we went to. Now it's actually light. It's kind of obvious, right, with all those Emma plaques. It might be that we're actually undergoing the actual run to the shrine where the marriage is taking place, and all this time the dark shrine was a representation of her doubt of the marriage, just extended into very painful sequences. I feel like the self-mutilation with the arm and the face was a very blatant invocation of how she feels about what marriage does to her as a person. You lose your sense of self when you marry into another family. That's more or less.
通さないつもりか。
Very nice.
上等だ。
I enjoy the blue flames. See, the thing is, with the wolf charm, which deals additional damage while you're at high durability, and the spider charm, which greatly decreases weapon durability consumption, right? You do like a lot of damage with the counters. It's just 2 hits for normal enemies. Do I have anything I can use here? Can I use a Yukon? Pick up the Kutsuti, because that is worth quite a bit. I'll leave the Arare, because we don't quite need it. Yeah, the game is giving you healing items again, because we're probably in for a boss. The only thing we're missing is a first aid kit, because I've always noticed they give you one before a major boss fight. Yeah, and now we're in the inner part of the shrine, which was the next dark shrine area. So like you said, we are continuing through very familiar paths. And now we can actually access that one area here, which we could not access because we didn't have the fox bridge before.
また邪魔するか。
Though I'm not entirely sure.
済むまで血の海に沈めてやる。
No, what? Never mind. We can't go back because the path is blocked. I think there was like one area here that required the fox bridge to open the door. It might be a new game plus thing. Because this is a straight shot. This is just an enemy gauntlet now. There's our first aid kit. I ran out of stamina. I kind of want to deal with this thing first. Oh. Oh, okay. Died in one hit. Oh, you also died in one hit. Bit of a shame we don't have a shrine to give these things to. Oh, okay. I guess even Yokon is like 3 points in there. So thank you for the follow. I feel like you might be a bot. Chocolate. Do I want to use chocolate? Even my sanity is full, so... First aid kit, as much as I like to have you in my inventory, and let's actually clean our items up here. I'll put the Yokon below. It's a tea, divine water, everything that restores sanity on that one. And all the healing items on one slot. I'm almost tempted to just throw away the red capsules and never pick up one again. Now that we know what it's actually doing. No boss fight here? Still going deeper? Oh, okay. I guess I can enshrine a lot of stuff here. Let's keep the divine water and give away the Kutsu tea. Not that we have enough faith to do anything else. I really like the blue color shrine. Oh, and you are giving me upgrade items to help. Thank you, mysterious doll. You have been our benefactor all throughout, though I'm still not entirely sure why. I just can't trust you. You're a little too weird to trust. Don't have a plaque for upgrades. And I'm wondering if I missed one. Increases max health, sanity, and stamina. Omamori Kutsu leaf. Oh, that is a very good charm. Do I want to use it before we go into... Yeah, we have a lot of stamina, so sanity, and we do have 2 sanity items, so let's use the Kutsu one for now. We can always come back and change if we need to. Oh, is this where you were in game when I went over to your stream? I feel like this is the place, more or less. Shimizu Hinako. Right. Just that lets you know that, hey, this is that Hinako, not the other Hinako you're thinking of. I like how the doll is just giving us more items as we go along. It is really trying to help you. I'll replace you with the kitchen knife, because with the spider Omamori, the kitchen knife is surprisingly durable. The first time I used it, I was like, okay, you are not at all durable. But now I feel like it's a lot more durable than I remember. Now this is the final area then. Yeah, it's a mysterious entity that's helping us. And gods don't give help, really, right? So why the second shrine? Okay, I'm not gonna save here because not Annabelle. You never know. You never know. Oh yeah, this was the place where I caught you on stream. You were entering this long hallway. This is where we hung Shu. And where we got branded. And face torn off, all that stuff. Well, there's only one person she can reject now, right? It has to be Fox Masks. Like, if this is the Hinako that doesn't want to get married, she'll have to reject her husband. Which is Kotoyuki. And as always, I will do my customary run back. Even though at this point I don't really think there's anything here at all. It's either Kotoyuki or her other form. The form that killed her parents. Oh, it's Junko. I was completely wrong.
まだ生き残っていようとは。
お姉ちゃんは所詮は向こう側の人間。私の気持ちなんてわからない。
落ち着いて。あなたがどうしてここにいるかわかる？
わからない。ここはどこ？怖いや。辛い。気持ち悪い。帰りたい。
それは何の？あなたいつから飲んでるの？そんなに飲んで大丈夫なの？
全然大丈夫だよ。 これを飲むと
Yeah, we're definitely locked into a bad ending here because that you're never getting a good ending, but you're relying on that flower drug.
落ち着くから。
もうやめなさい。それを飲むのをやめて。
私にかなわないで。
Oh, she froze. The offerings for the marriage.
これが全ての根源。
I don't think those capsules helped her calm down. You probably whisked up a marriage ceremony in the real world, right? I really like this design too. The drugs were supposed to help her talk with her inner self, right? And now she's talking with the other Hinako. Like, that's what's probably causing this illusion. Oh, that is a gorgeous design, right? It's like two cats switching. What's funnier is that, right, Majin? The other Hinako was going like, oh, to everything she was saying. It wasn't responding in any discernible way. A nice dance you have there. Oh, that was a counter window. I should have used it. Very graceful. I'm trying to learn the counter windows for this. That was it. The delay to throw you off. Oh, it was a grab. Ow. I stuck my her nails into her back. Well, I guess it would be her own nails into her back. That was faster this time. Some okay, there goes the rib in more than one way. Excuse me? I'm not dying here? I'm actually regenerating. Yeah, it must have either she killed everyone before that, or they are very confused. I was pressed a little too late. Wow, nice trick. There was a counter window there too. Oh. So wait, the roots. Okay. Let's get our bearings. We have plenty of healing items and we are regenerating. Oh, this is a grab.
まだだ。私がお前、どっちかが消えるまで。
Wow, what a nice transition. Ow. Know what? No wonder your FPS went to 1 into 1. This place is filled with fog. I've noticed that the fog actually slows down. It causes a stutter on the console too. Too long. Oh, that was not what I intended to press. She didn't even get up this time. Yeah, same. I pretty much just ate the floor mechanic too. Because I couldn't get the timing for the dodge to do that. I wonder if I just have to run away. Yeah, I think we're seeing what's happening actually right now, Mazin. She's just flailing around the steel pipe.
私がこんなところもこんな奴らも全て
And those dolls are probably the wedding guests. Oh, I was locked onto the wrong target. Do I not run out? I don't run on stamina here. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think these are actually the wedding guests and we are killing them right now. After our psychotic breakdown. Oh, even the health is being regened. Yeah, and we have red capsules all over the floor. They're probably the ones we dropped before. Oh, she's completely lost it. She's... yeah, this is definitely the bad ending.
ちょっとどうしたのよ
And now you can actually hear the people that we're killing. The funny thing is I keep picking up the red capsules too.
これは何の真似だ。おい貴様、正気か。
うるさいどいて
Is there even a point to us actually taking all the capsules?
邪魔するなら容赦しない
Now we're back in the shrine.
私に私たちに誰も構うんじゃね
So the true villain is Shu for giving her the capsules.
あなた大丈夫
いくらなんでもやりすぎだ。
Can I actually run past these guys?
待ってくれみんなひな子とは私が話
That's Kotoyuki.
すなぜだどうしてお前の心を分かってやれたと思っていたのに
It's maxed out. Wait. it goes back to 100 after a while. I think she'll still taking more as we go along.
こずっとって約束したじゃない。裏切り者。どうしてこんなことを。やめなさい。銃を奪ったあんたを。
本当にごめん。俺が間違ってた。俺はただでもこんなに憎なんて。
やめろ。友達の声で話しかけるな。もう少しの。
Always are just filling up with red pills. What's even great is they're actually using a fisheye lens to make it seem even more distorted. And that's the police coming in because he's actually killing people. The red was of the police sirens. The red and blue, it all makes sense. Oh. No ending. I mean, that was the ending. Oh, wow, okay. Straight to jail. I think I like the Silent Hill. Apart from the forced combat places, right? When they lock you into a path until you can beat an enemy. I'm not a fan of Silent Hill doing that. The combat in this game is good though. Like, it's actually pretty fun to engage and use the counter and dodges, especially with the Omamori system. I'm just reading the lyrics to the song now. So that final boss was like so good. I think all the boss fights in the game were like really, really good. Design wise and just having really, really good tells as well.
米川により県警本部県道8号線にて当該事案の被疑者と思わしき女性に襲われた男性2名のうち1名は現在心肺停止の状態。
羽倉町一より県警本部、一部被害者に使用された包丁ですが敷地内からは発見できず、被疑者は現在もこれを所持している可能性が高いと思われます。どうぞ。
県警本部から各局、女性被疑者は20代です。花嫁装束、身長は160センチ。
Yeah, okay, that's pretty much confirmation that what we're seeing as Hinako in her school uniform is not her actual age. She is in her 20s. And she was in her wedding dress. And she's gone on a killing spree. And is still on a killing spree and at large.
少々。常吉神宮より逃走中。凶器を所持している可能性が極めて高い。各局はくれぐれも慎重に対応されたし。
羽倉町一から県警本部。被疑者は赤と白のカプセル状の薬のようなものを犯行時に断続的に服用していたとのことです。
県警本部より神楽町一。それは式場内で発見された正体不明のカプセル薬と同一のものか。どうぞ。
羽倉町一から県警本部。被疑者が服用する際に口からこぼしたカプセル薬を敷地内から。
Wow. I can't even say that's a bad ending. Like, in terms of storytelling, I feel like that was a very good... If you hadn't picked up on what was happening, that was a very in-your-face explanation right there. I guess, right? But in this case, we have to also understand Shu's intention, right? Shu's intention was to help Hinako. So he wasn't aware that the flower would have such effects. Because initially he was giving her just over-the-counter medicines, but then he was worried that she might develop an addiction. So she went with the traditional Chinese medicine route, with peony and kudzu root. And at one point, because things were getting bad, he added in the white flower, the Hakokusho, or the white Claudia. And I think it's at that point things started to go like really, really bad. But she didn't recognize how bad it was until, I think it was like really repressed until the wedding. Well, everything just went like went to hell in a handbasket, more or less. Surprisingly, we didn't meet Shu afterwards either. Like, we heard him and after the elementary school, we haven't met Shu. So what this means is that Shu, Rinko, and Sakuko didn't actually come to the wedding. All the deaths you were seeing before were like symbolic of her cutting off her ties with each of them. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the credits to end. So I do like this theme song as well. Even with her parents, right? I don't think she actually killed them. I think that was just her symbolically severing her connection with her parents. It's possible that all the killing actually happened at the wedding hall, because that's the only point where people actually started reacting, and you could hear their voices, right? But then again, we didn't hear the voices in the wedding hall itself, just the ones in town, so maybe she has been killing all along. But that would explain why Shu and Rinko also saw everything else as monsters. But there is some evidence that some evidence that the whole town is under clinical trial for the White Claudia drug. So to an extent, the whole town may be under the influence, but that's in addition to the weirdness that's happening, like the volcano erupting, the earthquakes. Oh, really good music here. Again, I'm reminded of Silent Hill 1, because Silent Hill 1, and even 2, right? It has, and even 3, they all have like really, really good guitar music. Coming home to roost. I guess that's the ending. Oh, so okay. So we can actually carry over a lot from what we obtain on the normal endings. And the fact that you carry over Faith and Omamori and even your upgrades is a huge boon to a new game plus. Oh, this was like, well, it's grown even stronger now, but I think by the end the title screen was already like that. See, I wasn't expecting them to carry over the stats and the Omamori, because that would make... Sorry, let me get some water. It would make the game a lot easier, right? Purified the secret sword, or didn't obtain it. Agura no Hote-sama. Huh. Okay, I wonder, because, okay, now I see. We were locked, the moment we took the red capsule at the beginning, we were locked into this ending. Obtain the unpurified secret sword. Complete 2 different full endings. Oh, okay, this must be the joke ending, because all Silent Hill games have like a jokey UFO ending, where a dog is actually the one who's orchestrating the whole events in Silent Hill. So there is a sword somewhere. Yeah, but it says here, purified the sacred sword or didn't obtain it, but obtained the Agura no Hote-sama. I'm not quite sure what that is though. Okay, I'm gonna change the audio to not you, language, right? To English, because we played on Japanese first. And now we have this difficulty, so I'm gonna go. We started with story. I'll go with hard this time. The puzzles we'll be doing Lost in the Fogs. I've been doing that from the very beginning. And I'm gonna play for just a little section. I want to see if there's a difference at the start. But then we'll just stop, because I think we made like a great amount of progress tonight. I'm probably gonna wind down with some Digimon or something.
That when a girl grows up, she has to get married? It's her job.
It's not a job. Don't you want to get married, Hinako?
I don't know. Maybe not. It doesn't sound fun when Daddy talks about it.
Kind of like homework, huh?
If he tells me I have to, then I don't wanna.
Thanks for waiting.
Oh,
Junko,
sounds completely different.
something happened? Just reminiscing a little.
I feel like I almost recognize this voice actor.
When we were kids, you always looked out for me. Hinako, Here, this is for you.
You know, I thought this bell would be a lot more significant, but I don't think we ever find this.
Thank you.
Wait, did they show the shrine before? Or am I just noticing it now? Okay. And maybe I'm just noticing it a lot more because of its significance. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way towards the Chizuria and probably stop right before that, because I think there's a save point right before that. And if not, we'll just stop there for now. So, sort of explaining the fog, because it rained before, it was probably cold. Oh, wow. I saw that flash frame while it temporarily went into the red.
It's settled. We will decide everything from here on out.
But dear, what about how Hinako feels?
We're never gonna get another chance like this.
And now you're getting more context as to what is happening here, right? Because early on you were not sure what was happening, but this is them actually deciding to marry Hinako off to the Tsunekis so that they'll get that boon in money to pay off their debts.
What could possibly make Hinako happier? Nothing! Where do you think you're going? We're not done here, young lady!
But still, who would have guessed that Hinako would...
She's going to do as she's told for once and help me pay off this debt. We won't have to worry about money ever again.
Darling, please, keep it down. Hinako will hear you.
Wait, no, this is different. This isn't the same. I think initially when she runs out, the dad was complaining about her not showing enough respect and berating the mom about, spoiling her. A lot of things change in New Game Plus. Yeah, I'm already starting to see it. So it's a continuous story loop where
Never.
It's gonna take me a while to get used to the English, Hinako. So the story actually continues after new game, and you could, since you'd taken the red capsule, you were essentially locked into that one ending. But now we know not to take it. Very smart of you, developers. Very smart of you, making the first healing item you get in the game a trap. I'm still kind of curious as to what's happening here, right? This way leads to the mines, and I don't think we've ever found a way to go here.
Landslides blocked off the path. Used to climb up there.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to see what happens with the dialogue, because we're going to be like hearing or seeing things differently, right? I was not expecting them to change the initial cutscene, and that really caught me off guard. I was like, they didn't explain this before. Feels nice to actually run in the town without worrying about monsters. That door is still not openable. I remember the layout, but not where the items were, and I'm not entirely sure whether the items were locations are even different in hard. We might have less healing items here. Okay. I don't think this was... There was a local doctor's note here, but this was not what it was there. This is the first time I think I've heard of the fox wedding thing. And this is kind of what happens with... It explains why Kotoyuki might be being seen as a fox. Because this... I'm assuming that tale must have been around in the town, and Hinako must have heard of it. And now that it's after the rain, she's been taken away. She's being taken away by Kotoyuki, so she's sort of hallucinating him as a fox spirit.
Guess I'll pray.
Oh, not going that way either. There is that door we couldn't open before. Gonna keep the New Game Plus, and maybe even the last story one there.
Oh gods, what should I do? Oinari-sama. The fox god's enshrined all over the place.
Now, this was the house that we couldn't open before. Well, let me check this area. I don't think there are many items you can find until you meet with the others, right? Exotic herbology. Potentially leaving them vulnerable to malevolent spirits. Okay, that's adding on to what we know about White Claudia. Even the notes have changed, so it's worth exploring. Oh, this door is now open. Okay, so it was a New Game Plus thing, huh? Though nothing's there. You need a key. Oh, okay. I'm guessing, yeah, maybe you were right. Maybe we couldn't find the sacred sword because this we couldn't access this before.
Maybe the Ojizo-sama in town? I'll take a look.
Burn gave me a lot of Arares at the beginning of the game. Another box with the key. Is the key in here somewhere? Isn't that cute? Okay. We're in a little balcony key. Is this like another place where Hinako hid out? Because if that's something Sakuko gave her... wind chime. Another box with the key, huh? Okay. Oh, this is from Shu. Oh, okay. So now we have an additional collectible too, in the form of those treasure boxes. I wasn't expecting... Yeah, I really need to go get some water, or at least stop the stream for now. I wasn't expecting for there to be a change so early on, to be honest. Why is the doll moving over here? Chocolate. Oh, that's the room we were in. Okay, I don't have a map for this. Is that the treasure? Good question, Hinako. Is it? Do we have a place we can actually put it in? I'm rechecking to see whether we can put it anywhere, but I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that one. A lot of the stuff we were interacting with before have disappeared too. It doesn't seem like there's anything else here except for that treasure box. I mean, the Faded Bride statue, though I'm not sure where we're gonna use this. And that seems to be about it. Let me check where the wind chime was at once more before we head down to where the friends are. Yep, nope. We're not placing anything here. I don't think there's anything else we can interact with. A little area with the post box. Okay. That's gonna be our area to search for. Don't think there's a post box here anywhere. There is a post box right before we enter town. Might be leading us to that. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna save here and call it. It does seem like we have a lot of other things that we can find, and it's almost midnight on my end. So yeah, thanks for joining me, you all. I hope you all have a good night and a good rest. I will probably try this tomorrow. I'm gonna get some food and wind down, maybe with some Digimon off stream. Night. Good night, everyone, and see you. See you tomorrow, maybe. Probably, right, if I don't have any work. Anyways, take care and stay safe. It's Mikh'a signing off.